All right, guys, welcome. I hope you guys are having a great week. And let me see, start off over here. All right, so it's been kind of a slow week. Pretty much in summary, this happened. So let me go ahead and start over with everything. So one second. We know from a bias perspective that we are technically still bullish from a swing perspective. And we know that the pullback has already occurred, and we had already mentioned how we had a turbulence point, which created the move, and that is mitigated right now. However, if we are to track what the move has done since then, first thing, we did solidify the low by taking out internal pieces of structure, but we essentially created a solidified high based on the blue line after or before that we took out our swing high, and that shows a sign of potential internal unwillingness. However, the bias is still technically intact, just because the overall pullback has not been met. However, if we are looking at this like that, obviously that we're going to continue higher and that this could really just be a retracement, then we have to judge then the internal reactions that occur after that. Okay, so we understand that a solidified low has already occurred, right? And I believe we had mentioned this last Friday, was it? The 14th, yeah, it was last Friday. We had mentioned the M20PY, and then I covered that result on Tuesday. So immediately after that, we know that we were anticipating a potential continuation, right? It was based on potentially a red line, but really it was just based on the wick of interest. And that is extremely important in my opinion, because not specifically that this reaction occurred, but that this reaction gave a reaction and then failed, because this is now a sign of potential unwillingness based on your minor intraday. And now that we have essentially taken out liquidity again, because this is the target or one of the targets of this unwillingness here, because this is now given an internal liquidity grab based on now this low, this is now probably going to take out the next following low. So in terms of a bias from a short to medium term, it's extremely hard to tell, because we have given a reason, or we have given multiple signs of the continuation to the downside, and we've given, right, the unwillingness, we've given the order flow disruption, right, and that inevitably led to taking out liquidity and then reversing the other way. So we have potentially, a whiplash, right? So as of right now, I don't really have a bias, but if early next week we are to take, right, this low out, then I think that is extremely significant, because, right, although we know from a swing perspective that our invalidation technically is right here based on the low high retracement, internally, right, the attempt to go higher was there, and it's happened, and it already gave that reaction to the upside. So if this is to be taken, then we now know that our bias is bearish, right? And supporting that as well, I'm pretty sure, is going to be the weekly. Yep, showing lots of, it's probably going to show an engulfing for this week. We do still have 7 hours, but if we are to go beyond that green line, I am more so favoring the bearish side. However, as of right now, there really is no bias, right? Even with that daily, today is going to be very bearish, yeah. So who's to say we don't take this out, and then this wick is now a point of reference, and you could potentially see that manifest over the next week or two. So yeah, as of right now, I will only be bearish if the green line is taken, because as you can see right now, the internal low has been taken, but I am waiting for this to be taken. Just because this could easily give a liquidity grab, and then we're going to be stuck in the range, and that would lead to no man's land. So yeah, as of right now, the only thing that I'm waiting for is this. Right, and that would kind of align with where this is going now. And by that, I mean that we had, right, a sign of potential bullishness. However, we know that this was our target. This was our target, I believe, on Tuesday. Because we were around here on Tuesday. Yeah, we know, we mentioned that this was a potential target because of the relative equal highs. The target was met. That release of liquidity led to another release of liquidity, being in the form of taking out that low. And now that this low has led now into a bullish liquidity grab here, I am 100% bullish on this. I have no reason otherwise. I was looking at this earlier, and just based on the momentum alone, it looks like this is going to give us that bullish move to the upside. So as of right now, I am 100% bullish on this. And it looks like there may not be many deeper retracements just because of how significant this move has been right here in terms of a momentum perspective. So yeah, as of right now, this, in my opinion, is bullish even after that whiplash. But yeah, it's a bit choppy there. Next, EURUSD. You know, we are anticipating potentially, right, a reaction from, I believe that was an H4. Yeah, an H4 POI, relative point of interest, right? But we were also measuring to see if we could have a counter move in the opposite direction. And it actually did occur. Right, actually did occur based on the previous structure point. Not perfect, but either way, that gave a reaction which failed, right? But this reaction that failed did not take out a piece of structure here, right? It gave an unsubstantial new low, and this, in my opinion, is a very big reason as to why you cannot really assume this move into the downside. And that's only because we did not create a substantial new low, and we only took the liquidity there. So because we took the liquidity there and then led into the liquidity grab, then now I am really favoring that bullish bias because it could signify that this will inevitably be overall external unwillingness if obviously we take out the swing high. But this is a sign of internal unwillingness because of the solidified low before taking out that swing low. So as of right now, right, internal unwillingness, then led by more internal unwillingness here based on that being taken out. I can only really assume that we're going to be going higher. And yes, you could argue that this could be relative equal lows based on different brokers. But like I said, this is an unsubstantial new low, and it is a confirmed liquidity grab. So as of right now, I am more so assuming upside. So this is looking more bullish in my opinion, and this is looking bearish. But yeah, it's been extremely messy here, very, very messy. And the only real thing that's kind of really standing out to me is that this occurred, because it's identical to here, where we did not create a substantial new low, but we did lead to, right, the confirmed liquidity grab. So that, in my opinion, is enough to make a bias and enough to pretty much give you a reason to buy for any type of dip that you see for the short medium term. But if that bias is to complete itself, then we're looking at, you know, a pretty big move to the upside, because if we are to take out the swing high here, then this is massive, because this is right based on structure from a swing perspective, high low retracement. This is the retracement that is meant to take out previous liquidity. But now that we have shown signs of unwillingness, this could be charging up for at least a short-term target being here. For at least a short term coming here. But however, after that, we can't really make that judgment, because we could very well see something like POI, right? Liquidity is taken, and then we see a continuation lower. So yeah, as of right now, the main thing that I would be confident in is that we will probably reach our swing retracement here. That would be a disruption too. Yeah, yes, it would be. That's only if this POI breaks. If by disruption you mean this overall move, but in terms of here, yes, that would be disruption. Next, gold. This one is a bit suspect. I don't want to say that I'm bullish on this, because we have seen, right, a rally based on a potential wick, but this is a very, very deep retracement. So I'm not really going to be bullish on this unless this is taken out. This would lead to order flow disruption. Let me actually delete this here. Excuse me. Yeah, the reason why I'm picking this is because this is the last solidified high. Right, this is the last time we had a continuation BOS, and as you can see, high, 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 high. And then now that we have a continuation BOS here, then we know that the range is technically solidified from high, low into retracement, which is why I really don't want to assume anything outside of the bearish bias. But the only reason why I'm really kind of leaning towards that is because of how deep the retracement is. However, if this is to continue with the momentum that it is going through, then it's really hard to argue that this will continue lower. So it really just depends on how fast we get here and how the momentum is once we reach these deeper premiums. And to add to that, there really isn't any type of POI that you can play off of. There could be some sort of M15, M5 POI here, but that is a bit optimistic in my eyes. So yeah, as of right now, if we are to be 100% objective, yes, even though this is a 90-95% retracement, right, we do have signs of potential internal unwillingness after the continuation BOS. So this is, right, technically a reason to sell here from the continuation standpoint, but from the reversal standpoint, right, depending on how the reaction is in these deeper premiums, you could really potentially hedge a buy, even if you are to do the continuation sell. So yeah, there's one in H4, bro. What are you talking about? Right here. Do you mean here? Yeah. Yep. I guess that would be the only real POI. I just don't really like how impulsive this move is coming into the point of interest. If you go to our M15, this is looking very bullish. But yeah, I guess by the end of the Zoom, we'll probably see what happens here. So yeah, I don't really want to consider this to be bullish yet, only if the red line is met. But there is signs of potential internal unwillingness here. Gold taking a lot of effort to continue lower. Yeah, it is. It is. And maybe this pullback could just be the fuel that it's getting for it to continue lower and actually give a deeper move. If we're looking at this from a weekly, right, we have already pointed out the weekly POI. I don't really agree with that POI. But yeah, this could still be in play. It could still be in play. But I would really like to see that low be taken, and then we start to see potential opportunities to take this higher. Because from a macro perspective, you're looking at a pretty big move here in terms of solidified low into solidified high. You're looking at a pretty big move long term. Yeah, you're looking at a pretty big move. Kind of relatively aligned. Cool, but yeah, let's see. This one as well is kind of giving that same vibe as gold. Let me go to the 3-day actually. Although this is giving us a continuation BOS, to be honest, I have no reason to assume that this is not going to continue lower. I don't see this whiplashing to the upside, only unless we do take out this POI here. But this POI is definitely going to be, in my opinion, the reason why we continue lower. I'm not bullish on this whatsoever, that's for sure. Gold taking a lot of effort to continue lower. Cool. But yeah, not much. DXY was whack this week, but it is looking more towards that that bearish bias. Yeah, as you can see, we're even hitting that green line now. So yeah, I will say that I'm bearish for the next week. Yeah, I will say that I'm bearish for the next week, that's for sure. Especially with how violent this move is being, you might not even see a deep retracement. But yeah, definitely bearish on this. But yeah, other than that, bearish, bullish, bullish. Yeah, as you can see right now, this one's probably not going to work out, this POI, just because of how violent this move is to the upside. But man, I don't want to say bullish, but it's looking like it might be bullish. I don't want to say bullish here though, just because of these retracements. This one probably won't see that till next week. So yeah, as of right now, definitely favoring bearish on the DXY. But do you guys have any questions? Anything you guys want to go over? And then I might have something to bring up to you guys. I might need an opinion on something. I'll give you guys a couple minutes, see if you guys want to cover anything, and then I'll just cover what I'm give you guys a couple minutes, see if you guys want to cover anything. If not, I'll just cover what I gotta cover. Cool, go ahead. How do you feel about the China-Russia currency thing? I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. Zero idea. Oil was clean this week. I did have somebody, one of my friends was in buys on oil today. Oh, not today, I'm sorry, a couple days ago. using oil buys based on here, which in my opinion was extremely optimistic, but I would have preferred to sell up here. But yeah, right now I am still kind of favoring that bearish side. I often play these distro and reaccumulation setups. Okay. I see some old faces on Zoom today too. But yeah, it's good that you guys are on today because I do need an opinion on something. Okay, let me see. So in terms of a bias POV, we're looking at continuation BOS, confirm liquidity grab, therefore making this your bearish invalidation. Immediately after that, the liquidity grab has been playing, but we do see another continuation BOS here, meaning this is technically no man's land. Excuse me. But once this is confirmed, right, super deep retracement, then I'm assuming that is your new perimeter. This time, I spend the community webinar when you look at oil. I'm gonna very commission. Yeah, that's good. At this time, I'm mostly at work today. No, man, you're good. You're good. I'm not. No, no. This is why I recorded them. I don't mind if you guys aren't on here or anything like that. Refined M3POI. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Yep. Super conservative would be there. But yeah, I do like how you built that bias there. It's very nice. No, this is cool. I'm sure everybody can judge direction, but this is where kind of the sauce is. But cool. Does anybody have anything they want to go over? Oh yeah, also I don't know if I asked, but if anybody watched the recording on Tuesday, I think I fixed my audio. I added some like filters, so it should be way better now. If anybody saw the Tuesday's webinar. Yeah, I added like 3 filters and it does seem like it might be better. Cool. Let's see. Okay. Just based on what I see, let me annotate. Bias, high to low, you're technically bearish. You analyze liquidity where your potential target might be. That's what I see here. Building a bias. Okay. Nice. Nice. I like that. All right, so internal unwillingness with your invalidation at the high, very nice. Literally, it's the same scenario. Where is stations? You can see the same scenario here and here. If you see that, if you notice that. And it's cool because if you would have risked in the initial section, you would have broken even. And in the second attempt, it would have played out. So yeah, very nice. But I do have one, just something that is kind of minimal, and some people see it, some people don't. But just if you instead of zooming out or having your chart like this, just change your time frame and you can see more data. So like for example here, right, instead of it being super zoomed out, just go to like M15 maybe, and you can actually see the candles, right? As like here you can see the candles. I don't know, it's just something that's little to me. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about here. But if you zoom out or if you zoom in or if you change your time frame, you can actually see the candles. And I think seeing the candles is very, very important when judging POIs, judging direction, and judging potentially effort just based on momentum and wicks. So yeah, that would be my only critique there, is try to change your time frame so you actually see the candles. That would be like my only thing. I also think that you might not be able to see the wicks. And if you can't see your wicks, just go here. Make your wicks black. If you make your wicks black, you'll actually be able to see them, and you can make the borders. I mean, this will be personal preference, but I do think being able to note the wicks is very important. The wicks and the candles. But overall, just great setup. Cool. But yeah, does anybody have anything else they want to cover today? I'll give you guys like 2 minutes. Cool. Anything else you guys want to cover or no? Cool. All right. So here's like the plan, or kind of like a plan of where we're wanting to take the group, or just RCV in general. Me and Sergio have been talking about this for the past couple of weeks. This is our like initial plan. Actually, I'll just put December 31st. Right, this Discord will forever close. And by that, I mean nobody can join the group ever again. Like, ever again. We're going to close this Discord, and it's 100% going to be for you guys. And I mean, I think that's a good thing. Just because now we can actually focus on taking it to that next step. And also just to see how many people are active, I'm probably just going to make everybody a pre-sign up, the role, and then you could just message me and I'll change your role back. But I just want to see how many people are actually active. but I'm planning on doing that at the end of the year to where nobody can join the group anymore. And then I will be making something called the Remastered series, which is pretty much going to be like a series of videos, kind of like the updated late 2022, pretty much giving a small overview of every single concept and every single thing that is in the course, but just pretty much giving a refresher on it. That's pretty much the key word, a refresher. That's going to be like the last part of the course that I'm going to add. I was thinking of making like a whole new course, but I don't see like the reason for, I don't see the need for that. I think the course is kind of complete, right? The people that are seeing success are the people that have actually put in the effort, and I wouldn't say it's credited to the course. I would say it's credited to your effort. So I don't really think a new course is going to help, you know, more than the current course. But I am planning on making that remastered series. And yeah, the Discord is going to close forever, and we're probably going to close signups too on the 31st, at least for the short term. I don't really know what direction we want to take. Maybe I could open it up again, but I definitely would not open up the Discord again. And yeah, that's pretty much like my initial thoughts right now. Will you be continuing doing one-on-one? Yeah, I'm going to be doing one-on-ones. Oh, and this is the other thing. I'm probably only going to do like one Zoom a month. Or one or two. What's the reason for closing? Well, I graduate in December, bro, and I'm trying to move on. This is really where I really want to just take off my entrepreneur journey. I have a couple of things that I'm working on in the background, and that's really, I just want to pursue that. That's like just being 100% honest. This isn't as enjoyable as it used to be. And I mean, it's only natural just because that's kind of the curse of making money from, you know, a passion or an interest that you have, is eventually it's just not the same. And by that I mean teaching, not trading. But yeah, I might continue teaching, I might not. We'll see. I'm still gonna post on RCV, I'm still gonna be active in the groups. Nothing is really gonna change for you guys except the one Zoom a month. One or two. I might do two, it's okay. I could do this every other Friday, it's fine. But I probably won't be doing the Tuesdays anymore. But either way, you guys still have about 2.5 months for that. Yeah. Yeah, we have, and I mean, and if you guys still want to run the student Zooms, that's 100% fine. And also, we just paid for, so the video host that we use, it's on a yearly basis. So we our yearly cycle updates in October, like late October. So you guys have another year at least to watch the videos. And I mean, I wouldn't really mind paying for that down the line either. It's 12.99. But yeah, we're probably gonna close this group, like this group in general, this Discord, even if we, like I said, even if I keep teaching down the line, maybe I could open it up again like in 3 months or whatever. That would be completely separate. I wouldn't add people into the current Discord. But yeah, what do you guys think? Yeah, I'm not gonna ghost though. I wouldn't ghost you guys. I am super busy. That's why I don't really I'm not active in the Discord. But I mean, every DM I answer, every one-on-one I do, every journal review I do. I don't know. I mean, I don't really get many journal reviews per week, so I wouldn't really mind doing those still. Those take literally like an hour, 2 hours of my day once a week. Um, I mean, by that point, bro, if I pay for it another year after next year, I'll probably end up just posting it. But yeah, that's a long time. That's long away, bro. I wouldn't be able to answer that. So you're still gonna do weekly Zooms from now until the end of the year? Yeah. Same thing from now, but no, read the screen, bro. Read the screen. What are the avenues you explore after graduation? Not exploring. I'm already involved. I'm not trying to give it away, but it's just say marketing and a fleet. I'll just say that. I'm not trying to get into details. Yeah, man, and of course I'm still gonna be here. I answer, like I said, I answer every DM. I don't get many DMs. You guys are pretty independent. But I do answer every DM within 3 days. If you do it on the weekend, I probably answer it within one. It just really just depends because I am pretty busy these days. But yeah, man, I have no clue. I mean, the reason also is I really have no clue what I want to do for the next 10 years, 15 years. So I guess it's time to start figuring that out. Do you think you'll trade for the next 10, 15 years? I have no clue, bro. I just said I have no clue. No, yeah, I'll still do one-on-ones for sure. I'll still do one-on-ones for you guys. The Discord is still gonna be there. When do I finish school? In like 6 weeks ish. In like 6 weeks. Yeah, I've never been a fan of traveling, if I'm being honest. When I went to New York, I hated that flight. So I hated that flight. I mean, I guess that's just not really what my focus is right now. If you ever come to London, I heard London is dangerous, brother. I'm not trying to go to London. I heard it's dangerous. I heard people chop off your arms for your watch. Yeah, Iman said that. Iman did say that. See, one person is saying it's not dangerous, and somebody's saying it's very unsafe. No, I didn't say the course would be inaccessible. No, it's like I said, the cycle for the video host, it expires every October, and we just renewed it for the next year. So you have bare minimum a year, and then we'll talk a year from there. I wouldn't mind paying for it again. It's not really too expensive. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry for you guys. You guys still have all the content. You guys still have the Zooms. You guys still have contact with me. Nothing really changes for you guys except that no, not many new people will be able to join or are going to be able to join after this year. Depends what you're wearing. As long as you're wearing a point every which mil, it's all good. But yeah, I'll definitely want to travel down the line. I definitely the reason why I'm closing the group is because we do want to do things with you guys like down the line. It may not have to be trading related in it, and I don't necessarily mean like selling you more stuff, but we are definitely trying to scale you guys up and maybe create projects with you guys down the line. That would be probably the best outcome, right? Because like we said, the number one point of trading is to scale it to other things, right? Is to build income, to buy income. Because that's kind of what I did. I kind of bought income. Let's see, what's an example of buying an income? You buy a house and you put it on Airbnb and you put it all on credit. You just bought income. You doesn't even have to be that complicated. You can buy something for somebody to use, that's buying income. But that's kind of what you want to do, is you want to buy income and then use the cash flow to invest in a passive income. Yeah, 100 million is like that big number. But it's like the thing is though is I don't know if he was talking having 100 million or being worth, like in terms of net worth being 100 million. Because being net worth, like having a net worth, let me write this down. Let me write this down. All right, so you guys know this. The net worth equals you are worth, or your assets are worth X amount. That's what that means. That means that if your net worth is $100 billion, it means all of your assets are worth collectively $100 billion. Yeah, it is. Like Elon Musk is worth what, like 100 something? What's his net worth these days? 200 billion. That doesn't mean he has $200 billion of cash. That like people misinterpret that like all the time. But yeah, definitely like after the group closes, that should be where all of our focuses are, and really just trying to buy income, trying to diversify income. And hey, you don't owe me a dime anymore, like at all. You never did, but all of that would just be collaboration between us. What industries are you looking to get into? I guess the main one is probably real estate. I know nothing about real estate. I literally know nothing. So right now is like I said, I just wanted to buy income and build cash flow and then use that to get into real estate. Because the cool thing about here, like people in the States, you can buy income, you can build cash flow with only your credit. Like I'll even tell you guys what my credit score is. It's like on Credit Karma, Experian, my credit is about 740. But whenever I actually get my credit pulled from bureaus, it's 760. So with a 760 credit score, I can literally buy, or I can literally get anything. What would make you ever stop trading? If I'm making a shitload of money elsewhere, so now I don't have to wake up early. Because I literally, that's probably the number one thing I hate about trading is I'm not a morning person at all. Yeah, man, for sure. I'm sure. I have a couple of friends that wholesaled as well, and I know that market is starting to slow down right now here in the States, which is good. I mean, I would say it's good because we're finally seeing a decline. Like, for example, here in the States, we're finally seeing a dip in the car market, the first time since COVID. Yeah, that at that point, yeah, at that point you could just trade daily H4 POIs and just go on about your day. If it works, it doesn't. If it does, cool. Also, like kind of like a personal goal, I would love to live in Dubai at least for like a year. I wonder what that's like. Yeah, so think of this Discord now as not just an RCV group, but I want this to be like our little place to kind of just grow in general. Will new people be able? I don't know. Maybe I could. I'd probably make it way cheaper. Like if you were to ask me right now, this isn't 100% certain, but let's just say I could charge maybe what 700, $800 for the course, and then I could make like a completely new Discord for people and make that like I can make a completely separate Discord for people and just make that like a $30 a month. And any type of section that you would want on that Discord, you can just ask for it, and I can make that like whole new community. But either way, I would still have you guys as the priority, as the main. Yeah, no tax out in Dubai. That's cool. That's probably the coolest thing. I see what Iman Ghazi says about it. It definitely convinces me. Yeah, Iman Ghazi is probably one of my top three creators right now. My top three creators right now. I'll probably list them here. Was it hard to set up the business? I hope I spelled that right. It would be Iman, Alex Hermazi, and sorry, Patrick by David. Those are pretty much the main people I'm listening to. It's just whenever I'm like, because I used to watch like a lot of YouTube. I still kind of do watch a lot of YouTube. I kind of just watch a lot of podcasts, but you can tell it's just based on how somebody speaks and what they're saying. It's kind of not necessarily easy, but you can gauge if somebody's bullshitting you or not. You can gauge it. So Iman is just different. I also listen to Sebastian Georgiou. You guys know who that is? Sebastian Georgiou. The thing is too is I've never really gotten into FX podcasts. Never have. Let's see. Let's go ahead and check them out. Oh, nice. He has like 80,000 subs. He's really all about the clickbait. I see. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. What does he trade? I'm assuming he trades basic technicals. I don't want to say basic, but okay. See, goes to show. Goes to show the method doesn't really matter. So he trades wedges, so he trades ranges. That's what you're saying. He trades ranges. Let's see. Is there any cool little example here?
If you just look at how simple this chart is in terms of what idea we're playing this range, right? We're playing this range from top to bottom. It's just as simple as they actually are. It's all about the execution and the thought process and the mental, which is a good thing because the core D.
Yeah, I mean, I don't consider myself a high risk reward trader. I would say our edge is definitely models. That's funny. Cool guy, I'll give him a little sub. I'll see what he's about. Based on you guys' recommendation. But yeah, what do you guys think of the direction we're taking with everything? I think it's good for you guys because something I've really realized also over the past couple of years is how important it is to have people around you that have similar goals to you. War room vibes. Yeah, except I'm not gonna charge you $5,000. Yeah, like the whole model between like having people is pretty much 1 + 1 = 3. Yeah, it really just depends all on what you expose yourself to. It's why I keep my following so low on social media. I try to keep everything just away from BS. Would you ever trade prop firm swing accounts on FTMO have no rules? Swing accounts on FTMO have no rules, do they? Oh, nice. This business model is just genius. Like this is literally a funnel if you guys really pay attention. You're funneling traders to see who's actually good, and then you're also funneling money and just paying people out based with that money. It's so smart. Nice. Yeah, they are. I mean, if you guys notice, everything goes in trends. Like you don't really see people. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. You see everybody trading, quote unquote, a high risk to reward method. You see a bunch of brokers now. You see a bunch of prop firms. I wonder what's next. wonder if you have 1+ year positive profit with initial hedge. I wouldn't say it's that simple, bro. Let's see. I was hoping you show images of what they actually diversify with. Yeah, you see, like, a hedge fund isn't just trading FX. Like, I hope you don't think that. You see, this is a model for diversification. But I'm sure there's positions out there for, like, I've even looked it up before. That's how much you make. That plus bonuses, that's kind of what you make as an analyst. Yeah, the main focus with hedge funds is just don't lose money and play against the narrative. That's why it's called the hedge fund. No, yeah, I don't think I could ever go into the finance field like that. Like, people make really good money, don't get me wrong. People will make anywhere from 60K to 200, 300 bands, but um, you become a slave to your work. You literally become a slave. Market doesn't stop because money never stops. But yeah, yeah, of course, 100%. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think there's a rat race with trading, just like a normal job. Life is a rat race, bro. Life itself is a rat race. But yeah, the next thing, what I'm gonna focus on after my finals is really, really diving deep with this is pretty much what I'm gonna focus on right after college. Just really learning how big of a scam money is. No, bro. No. Relax, bro. I've known about this stuff for a while. We've been in this niche forever, bro. Relax. You could even say Andrew Tate talks about this. Yeah, man, he's a funny guy for sure. Funny guy. I mean, he makes sense if you listen to if you actually understand the principle that he's saying, but he's definitely like he's exaggerating it for sure, big time. It is the same everywhere, except this is just a super sensitive topic to a lot of people. Same everywhere. Yeah, it is. It is same everywhere. Very good skill of how he gets across his message. Yeah, that's a. Um, all of us speak English, but I'm pretty sure none of us actually know English. If that makes sense. Italian marks himself for free. That was the whole. That's the whole affiliate marketing thing, which was honestly genius. Genius. He makes millions off of um, his HU every month. That's ridiculous. Actually, let's do the math. I think he has like 150, probably 120,000 people now. And I think he's raising the price. Times 50. That's 6 mil a month. That's 72 mil a year. That's crazy. That's insane. Yeah. Yeah, it shows how sensitive people are these days, 100%. Like, did anybody watch the Piers Morgan interview? Literally, all Piers did the entire interview was interrupt Tate and come at him for how he is saying things, but he's never actually questioning the message that he's actually giving. That's like the whole thing that I noticed with that interview, and it was so irritating. Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and wrap up the Zoom here soon. Piers had an agenda for sure. Everybody has an agenda, bro. Yes, that I heard that guy has a lot of reach out in the UK too. He is right, like a big voice, like in the UK, I think. Oh, he's a millionaire. What does he do? Honestly, I don't know anything. I didn't know anything about that guy until the Tate interview. Hmm. But yeah, man, that's where you want to be. Millionaire businessman, that's definitely where you want to be. Does so much but feeds off other people. We need others to create a success. I mean, to be fair, a business is not successful without others. To be fair. Okay. Same gang. Interesting. Okay, makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen that Kanye one. Anyways, I think this is a good spot to wrap up. Unless you guys have something else you guys want to cover. I'm not really pressed for time, but it's been an hour and 10. But yeah, and definitely hope you guys have a great weekend. Unless you guys have something you guys want to cover. And reminder, tomorrow, UFC 280 for the people who like MMA. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think about this. This is especially for the people who are watching the recording. Let me know what you guys think about the plan that I just set out, because like I don't want to just close the group, you know, like as in like delete it, because I do see a lot of value with everyone, especially in terms of collaborating and doing stuff down the line. That would definitely be like the route. Nah, bro. Islam is the favorite. Islam is like the 3x favorite. I personally think Oliveira will pull the upset. Islam is like a 3x favorite on the fight. And then the Sean fight, I think he's just gonna be super super technical the whole fight. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up.